Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Del Mar Racetrack here on Wednesday. It is July the 19th, 2017. Going to look at all the races on the opening day card from Del Mar, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. It's very rare for me to look at all the races here on YouTube for a card. Had some extra time this week, so I'm going to do it today for Del Mar and Friday for Saratoga, and hopefully, occasionally I could keep on doing that throughout the meet from Del Mar and Saratoga, but there's no promises on that. But the opening day card from Del Mar looks great. You're going to have some nice horses coming in, some nice priced horses, but you're also going to see a few favorites, I think, win. The pick 5 looks very hittable, I think, but they only have one pick 4 at Del Mar. The pick 4 looks even better. I think that's very, very, very hittable, and I'll give you a ticket for that. I'm on a budget, so I'm not going to play the pick 4 and the pick 5. I'm just going to play the pick 4 to stay in my little bit of a budget. So let's get on to all the races from Del Mar, starting off with the first race. The first race is a claiming race, purse $20,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Number 1-2 races here. Field of 7 horses going the distance of ground of 1,600 meters, or 1 mile on the dirt course. I believe this is the 3rd year now that they're running back on dirt. It was 10 years ago that they put in the poly track at Del Mar. It lasted about 8 years or so, but it's good to be back at dirt for the past 3 years. And remember, this fall, Del Mar is hosting the Breeders' Cup, which is going to be quite nice. It's going to be, I like the Breeders' Cup to go different places. I think when you do something at the same place every year in, year out, it's kind of insanity. But that's my personal decision. To race number 1 now, I'm getting off subject in this video. If I keep talking like this, my video is going to be 20,000 minutes long. But my top pick in this opener, I like the number 4 horse, Our Nation. I'm gonna go 4-2-5-7 in the superfecta. 4-2-5-7 super. My top pick, number 4, Our Nation. I would single this horse in the pick 5. I think you want to find some singles, and I think this horse you can single. He's 3-1 here. Flavian Pratt for Vladimir Serin, who trains this 4-year-old gelding out of the United States. Most recently on the 11th of June at Santa Anita Park, 6.5 furlongs and claiming 22. Horse finished 5th by 6.5 lengths. Was up with the leaders early on, then kind of hit the wall going into the far turn. It just wasn't his day to win. He's stepping down from a claiming 22 to a claiming 16, which is a great drop. He has speed going a mile here at Del Mar, which you want. If he could set some easy fractions, if he wants to set the pace or just stalk the pace, I think he could run a big one. He has run a mile a few times. Started 4th Santa Anita mile on the turf course, though, May 25th and claimed 25. He was a bit outclassed that day. He finished 5th by 2.5 lengths. Set the pace early on, then got taken over in the final furlong or so. It was a tough claiming 25, and then another claiming 22 at Santa Anita, 1 mile, May 5th. Horse finished 2nd by 3 lengths. So it was kind of dueling a little bit, and he just didn't keep on going with the horse he was dealing with. He finished 2nd. He has to slow down a little bit. I think, like I said, he has the speed from the inside. Good post draw, stepping down and lows of class to a claiming 16. This horse should have a very good run. So to recap my bets for the first race from Del Mar, I'm going to go with the 4 horse, Our Nation. I'm going to go 4-2-5-7 in the superfecta. I would single the 4 horse, Our Nation, in the pick 5. To race number 2 now from Del Mar. The second race of the meeting from Del Mar is a claiming race, purse $30,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 6 horses going for the claim price of $20,000, going the distance of ground of 1,300 meters, or 6.5 furlongs on the main track. And I show the diagram. It gives me a second to look down at my notes, so just bear with me. 6.5 furlongs. My top pick in this one, I like the number 6 horse. Number 6, who is, if we ever get this page to load, number 6, Bronzino, which is a great fish on the grill, I must say. I'm going to go 6-1-5-3 in the superfecta. 6-1-5-3 super. My top pick, number 6, Bronzino, French-bred horse. Doug O'Neill trains. Rafael Bejarano gets the leg up. He's 6-1 here, coming back to a sprinting distance. Also coming to dirt for the first time in quite a few. Most recently, though, July 1st, 18 days ago now, at Santa Anita, 1 mile into claiming 20. Horse finished 5th by 6 3/4 lengths. Was up with the leaders, setting the pace early on, then kind of hit the wall. He got claimed out of that race to the new owners of Westside Racing Stable. He's kind of, I like the cutback in distance here today. He's a horse that has proven himself to run on dirt. He's a horse that proved that he has some speed, and I don't think he's going to be a good 6 furlong horse, but I think he's going to be a better 6.5 to 7 furlong horse. I think that's his limit, and he should do well. And plus, this is not as tough as those turf races. Start before Santa Anita, 1 mile, June 10th, and claiming 20. Horse finished second by 1/4 lengths. That was last time Rafael Bejarano rode this horse. Was with the leaders early on, actually setting the pace early on, and kind of dueling a little bit going down the backstretch. But he couldn't hold on, got beat. Again, he just has to slow it down a little bit today. It was his first start since April 29th. That came in Golden Gate, mile 16th, in the Star Allowance race for 12. Horse finished 4th by 4 3/4 lengths. Set the pace early on, got caught in the stretch run. Like I said, this is the horse's first start sprinting in quite a while. But I think he should do well. He has the speed to win here. His last victory came at Santa Anita March 4th, going a mile on the turf course and claiming 25. Horse went by 2.5 lengths. Outside post draw didn't affect his horse. He just went easy. And plus, the turf course that week, I looked at the charts, was playing a little bit towards speed. So just keep that in mind. But he's won on dirt. His last dirt victory came on the 15th of January at Santa Anita, mile 16th, claiming 12.50. Horse went by 5.5 lengths. Walk in park, easy victory. I think this horse will have a very good run here, cutting back to 6.5, sprinting again. So watch out for this horse. So to recap my bets for the second from Del Mar, I'm going to go with the 6-horse Bronzino. I'm going to go 6-1-5-3 in the superfecta. And for my pick 5 ticket, I'm just going to give it out. I'm not going to play it because I don't have the budget to play it at the minute, since I'm saving my money for the late pick 4. But in the pick 5, I'm using the 6-horse, of course, Bronzino. And I like the 1-horse Pedro Serrano also. I think he could run a big one, so I'll go 6-1 in this race. So now let's get on to race number 3 from Del Mar. The third race is an allowance race per $62,000. It's for California bred or sire 3-year-olds which have not won $10,000 of the main claim starter, or which never won 2 races here. Field of 8 horses going the distance of ground of 1,700 meters, or 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf course. The first turf race of the meet. It's a good one, mile 16th. My top pick in this one, I like the number 6 horse. Number 6, who is Alistane. Pardon me if I mispronounced the horse's name wrong. I'm going to go 6-5-2-4 in the superfecta. 6-5-2-4 super. My top pick, number 6, Alistane. Irvin Roman is on the street, a 1-shot 3-year-old colt out of Acclamation. Gets the 5-pound break with the 5-pound bug rider up. So just keep that in mind, which is a great weight here of 133 pounds, lowest in this bunch. But most recently at Santa Anita, June 25th, 1 mile to claiming an optional 16 claimer. Horse finished 3rd by 1/4 lengths that day. Sat back early, but this horse closed up well at the end. Wasn't a half bad race at all. I think with the extra 16 today, maybe sitting a bit closer, this horse should have a very good run. Start before Santa Anita, mile 8th, May 29th, in Snow Chief. That was a very tough race. This horse had a decent second place finish by 2 1/4 lengths. Sat back early that day, a little bit wide in the straightaway, but closed up well at the end. This horse is a closer. This horse has run here at Del Mar in the past. That came November 25th of 2016, my birthday. 1 mile in a main special weight for 54. Horse went by 2 1/4 lengths. Sat back early, but closed up with a great turn of foot in the stretch run. Easy victory. Like I said, he gets 113 pounds here today, which is the lowest his horse is ever carrying in his life. He should have a very good run. He's gonna get a good closing kick, I think, with the pace here today. So he'll be my top pick. So to recap my bets for the third from Del Mar here on opening day, it's the first turf race of the meeting. Gonna go with the 6-horse Alistane. I know I'm pronouncing the horse's name wrong, but pardon that. I'm gonna go 6-5-2-4 in the superfecta. 6-5-2-4 super. Multi-race pick 5. I'm going to use the 6-horse. I'm going to use the 5-horse, I think. And I'm on the sidelines about using the 2-horse Chica Boom Boom. We'll have to see what my ticket looks like at the end of this. But definitely the 6 and the 5 this race. So now let's get on to race number 4 from Del Mar on open. Race number 4 now from Del Mar here on opening day. It's a good race. It's a great maiden special weight. Race number 4 is a maiden special weight per $60,000. It's for maidens, fillies, and mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Field of 8 horses going the distance of ground to 1,200 meters. If you want to go by that, our international viewers might. 3/4 mile or 6 furlongs here on the main track. 6 furlongs. My top pick in this one, I'm going to use the first time starter, number 3, Pretty Owl. I'm going to go 3-8-2-4 in the superfecta, 3-8-2-4 super. My top pick, though, number 3, Pretty Owl. Now to the pick 5 scenario, I would go 3-8-2. I would use the first 3 horses in my superfecta, but my top pick, number 3, Pretty Owl, 2-1, first time starter out of Into the Mischief, who's out of Harlan's Holiday. The dam of this one is Simple Symphony, who's out of Consolator. Bob Baffert trains this one, first time Lasix. You know, this horse has been training very well from the gate, his last 2 workouts. 6 furlongs, July 12th, his most recent one, 112 and 1 for the 3/4 mile. It was the best workout by 16, handily from the gate. It's what you want to see on a workout line. The horse is improving and improving with the workouts. This horse has been, and I think he should be really waiting to run. This horse looks like he has some speed, and I can tell you that right now. Workout before July 3rd at Santa Anita, 5 furlongs and 59-2. Another handling workout from the gate. It's the 3rd best out of 46. Very nice workout. He even went quicker before that, even though it wasn't from the gate. It was a 5 furlong workout, Santa Anita, June 27th. 5 furlongs and 58-4, handling the 2nd best workouts out of 17. Very fast. Like I said, this horse has some speed into him, or into her. She should run well here today. If she breaks good, she gets the veteran rider of Mike Smith up. Watch out for this one to run a very big one here today. So this horse will be my top pick. So to recap my bets for the 4th from Del Mar, going to go with the 3-horse Pretty Owl. I'm going to go 3-8-2-4 in the superfecta. Even though, to tell you the truth, I'll probably do a super key instead. I'll go 3 with the 2-4-8 10-cent super key for 10 cents. It's going to cost you 60 cents. If you play for $1, it's going to cost you $6. To the pick 5 now, I'll go 3-8-2 in the pick 5. So now let's get on to race number 5. The 5th race, another maiden special weight. It's going for a purse of $60,000. It's for maidens, fillies, 2-year-olds. Field of 11 horses going the distance of ground here of 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs on the main track. 5 furlongs. This pick 5 looks hittable. Like I said earlier, with the pick 4, it looks very, very hittable also. But if you look at the Saratoga past performances for Friday, I just skimmed over them, really didn't concentrate, but that looks very, very hard on just first glance, that early and late pick 5. The pick 4 maybe you could hit, but that 5, the first leg of that late pick 5 looks very, very hard, I must say. So there probably won't be a pick 5 wager at Saratoga on Friday for me, but there's definitely going to be a late pick 4 wager because I think that's hittable. But let's get there when we get there. But to the last leg of today's pick 5 from Del Mar, the 5th race. My top pick, I like the number 8 horse just a smidge. Another Bob Baffert horse. I'm going to go 8-1-10-6 in the superfecta. 8-1-10-6 super. They're 2-year-old first time starters. I'm going to go 4 deep in this race. I think you have to, because you never know what's going to happen here. So I'm going to go 8-1-10-6 superfecta and 8-1-10-6 in the pick 5. If you've been following the ticket, I think it's about $36. I think I didn't do the math exactly, so don't trust me on that number. But it's very hittable. My top pick though, number 8, just a smidge. Rafael Bejarano at 3-1. Bob Baffert trains his 2-year-old filly out of Into the Mischief. This horse, again, has been training very well. Santa Anita, July 12th workout, 5 furlongs in 1 minute and 1/5 of a second. Handling from the gate, 7th burst workout, 59. Very easy, workout before July 3rd. Santa Anita, 5 furlongs, 59-2. Handling from the gate. Third best workout, 4 to 6, very nice workout, and a 6 furlong workout and 113.1 from the gate again, very nice. This horse has been to the gate the last 3 workouts, which you want to see. I think this horse will run a big one, looks speedy, outside post draw doesn't scare me at all. Watch out for this one, and Bob Baffert has a great percentage with first time out, 24%, which I think is nice, so watch out for this one. First time 2-year-olds is 28% also. So to recap my bets for the 5th race, final leg of the pick 5 from Del Mar. I'm going to go with the 8 horse, just a smudge or smidge. I'm going to go 8-1-10-6 superfecta, 8-1-10-6 in my pick 5. So now let's get on to race number 6 now from Del Mar, the 6th race. It is an allowance optional claimer per $65,000. It's for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Not one, 10,000 twice. The main claiming starter or state bred, or never won through races. Or claim price is $62,500. We have a field of 14 horses, but the 13 and 14 are both also eligible, so only 12 could run, going the distance of grounds of 1,800 meters or 1 mile and 1/8 on the Jimmy Durant turf course. 1 mile and 1/8. My top pick in this one, I like the number 3 horse, Family Meeting. I'm going to go 3-6-12-1 in the superfecta, 3-6-12-1 super. My top pick, number 3, Family Meeting. And if there was like a pick 4 or a pick 5 that would, late pick 5, I would, well, there's actually a pick 3 here. I would love to, this horse, Family Meeting, is going to be my best bet of the card. He looks a very nice horse. Should love this turf course. And, I wish this race was part of the pick 5, because this would be another single for me. But, wish they could have just whipped it, flip-flopped race 5 and 6. But, 3-6-12-1 for me. My top pick, number 3, Family Meeting. My best bet of the card, 4-1, Drayden Van Dyke. Tom Proctor trains this one. Most recently on the 17th of June. Gulfstream Park, mile 16th in the Ginger Punch Stakes. Horse finished 3rd by 3/4 in length. It's a speed-favoring race course, with this horse sat back early, closed up a little bit at the end, but came a little bit too late. He needs to sit a little bit closer here today to get a good closing kick. The mile and 8th distance should really help also. Start before Pimlico, mile 16th in the optional 25 claimer. Horse finished 5th by length. First start in in almost 7 weeks. He needed the race. He didn't have the best of starts. Was a little bit wide, and it just wasn't his day to win. Start before he ran well in the Distaff Turf Handicap Tampa Bay Downs, mile 16th, April 12th. Kind of similar turf course like this. Horse won by head, closing up well from the back of the pack. Easy, clear victory. And then finished 7th in the Hillsborough Stakes at Tampa Bay, mile and 8th in March the 11th. Horse finished 7th by 9.5 lengths. Tough race against tougher. Didn't have the best of trips that day. But is 1-for-1 on this turf course. Won here in the fall of 2015 very nicely. Since then has run, okay, but there were very tough spots. When this horse comes down to optional company spots or allowance optional company spots, this horse runs very well. So this horse will be my top pick, best bet of the card, 4-1. So watch out for this one. So to recap my bets for the 6th from Del Mar here on opening day, going to go 3 horse, Family Meeting. I'm going to go 3-6-12-1 in the superfecta. To race number 7 now from Del Mar, the 7th race is an allowance optional claimer per $62,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Number 1, 10,000 once other than main claiming starter, or which never won 2 races or a claim price of $40,000. Fields 12 horses, but the 11 and 12 are also eligible. Also only 10 could run, going the distance of ground of 1,600 meters or 1 mile on the turf course. On the main track, We have to wait a race to get back to the turf course. But 1 mile at the beginning of the late pick 4, which I will give you a ticket for. And my top pick in the 7th, I like the number 9 horse, number 9, Giant Expectations. I'm going to go 9-7-10-1 in the superfecta, 9-7-10-1 super. Now to the pick 4. If the first leg, I would use 9 horse, and I would definitely use the 7 horse. And that's about it. I would go too deep this race, 9-7 for me in the pick 4. My top pick, number 9, Giant Expectations, 7-2, Gary Stevens for Peter Urton. Most recently here in New York at Belmont Park, 1 mile on June the 8th, an allowance race for $74,000. Horseman by 2 1/4 lengths. This is a horse that will loved Belmont Park. I had to say love 10 times, I know, but this horse loved it. Won by 2.5 lengths. Just sat off the pace a little bit early on, but got the lead. It was a little bit wide, but took off clear. Easy victory. His start before was even easier at Belmont. Main special way on the stop 6.5 rounds, May 29th. Horse won by 9 3/4 lengths. Sat back a little bit early, but then slowly moved his way up to the lead, and then took off easy and clear again. Easy race. Coming here to a 2-turn mile shouldn't bother this horse. Gets the veteran Gary Stevens up, who's having a decent, he hasn't ridden a lot, but he's having a good 18% so far this year of his 116 mounts, 18%, 21 winners. So just keep that in mind. But this horse, last time this horse ran 2-turn mile, it came on June 25th, 2016. San Anita 1 mile main stretch weight 57,000. Horse finished fourth by 5.5 lengths. Didn't have anything that day. Kind of sat there and hung. Wasn't his day to win. Didn't break that good. This horse didn't break well for his first career. For basically all the races outside of this year, this horse did not break well. But they fixed it this year. He's broken well. I think that's the key with this outside post draft. This horse could save some ground and break well. I think this horse can make it 3 in a row. He's been training well. Watch out for this horse here. So to recap my bets for the 7th from Del Mar, the first leg of the pick 4, going to go with the 9-horse Giant Expectations. I'm going to go 9, 7, 10, 1 in the superfecta. I'm going to go 9, 7 in my pick 4. So now let's get on to race number 8. Race number 8 from Del Mar here on opening day is featured on the program. It is the Oceanside Stakes, purse $100,000. It's for 3-year-olds here. Field of 16 horses. The 15 and 16 are both also eligible, so only 14 could run, going the distance of ground of 1,600 meters or 1 mile on the turf course. 1 mile, and like I said, I just showed the diagram. It gives me a second to look down at my notes, so just bear with me. 1 mile. My top pick in this one, I like the number 4 horse. Number 4, Bowie's Hero. I'm going to go 4-9-2-6 in the superfecta. 4-9-2-6 super. My top pick, number 4, Bowie's Hero. I would single this horse in the pick 4. I think he's a great single. So I'm going to single the 4 horse Bowie's Hero. 5-2, Tiago Pereira for Phil D'Amato. Most recently here in New York on June the 3rd at Belmont Park. Mile and the 8th, inner turf course in the Pennine Ridge. Horse finished 4th by 2 3/4 lengths. Oscar Performance ran a hell of a race on the front end all throughout. This horse, just didn't have the best of trips. Was on the inside, had to wait a few times, closed up a tiny bit, but Oscar Performance had just another gear. He won next start out also in the Belmont Derby last week or 2 weeks ago. But, since then, this horse has been on the sideline, probably waiting for this race. Today gets a better post draw and should have a very good run. Hopefully sitting a little closer. Start before Santa Anita, 1 mile, May the 6th in the Singletary Stakes. Horse won by half length. This horse sat back early but closed up well at the end. Off the layoff, this horse, you would never know this horse is coming off the layoff. Even though this horse did have a bad start at the he stumbled a little bit, but was a little bit wide and closed up well. Easy victory. Before they finished 11th in Breeze Cup Juvenile Turf, behind Oscar Performance, tough race, just didn't do anything. And then had an 8th in the Zuma Beach at Santa Anita last fall. But before that, won the Del Mar Juvenile Turf and won a Lone Star Turf main special weight last July. I think this horse will run a very big one here today. He's the most experienced, I think, in the bunch. So watch out for this horse. So to recap my bets for the 8th now from Del Mar here in opening day, it's the featured $100,000 Oceanside. Gonna go with the 4 horse Bowie's Hero. I'm gonna go 4-9-2-6 in the superfecta. I'm gonna single the 4 horse in my pick 4. To race number 9 from Del Mar, the 9th race is the main special weight per $60,000. It's for California bred or California sired maidens, fillies, 2-year-olds. Field of 14 horses. The 11 through 14 are also eligible, so only 10 can go the 1,000-meter trip or 5 furlongs on the main track. 5 furlongs. My top pick in this one, I like the number 5 horse here. We Will Rejoice. I'm going to go 5-4-6-3 in the superfecta. 5-4-6-3 super. Now, looking at the pick 4, I'm going to use the 5 horse. I'm going to use the 4 horse. I'm going to use the 6 horse. And, of course, I'm going to use the 3 horse. I'll go 4 deep this leg. So I'm going to go 5-4-6-3 in the super and in my pick 4. But my top pick, number 5, We Will Rejoice. 4-1, Flavian Pratt for Steve Miladi. Most recently at at Low South. 5 furlongs, July 9th, in a main special weight for 45,000. Horse finished third by 10 3/4 lengths that day. Sat closer to the lead, actually dueling a little bit, and just the winner just ran a little bit better, Family Girl. He just has to slow down today, and if he could set some easy fractions on the front end, I think this horse should do well. Start before San Anita, 5 furlongs on June 18th in a maiden 40. Horse finished fourth by 4.5 lengths that day. Was kind of dueling again that day and kind of weakened out of it. I don't want to see this horse duel today. I want him to just sit off the pace and kind of have a stalking position. If this horse stalks, I think he should have a good run. It's carrying 120 pounds here with the rest of them, and I think that's a better weight than he was carrying a few weeks ago, or actually last week, of 122 pounds, which is a little bit high, but the 2 pounds should really help less today. So watch out for this horse here at 4-1. So to recap my bets for the 9th from Del Mar, I'm going to go with the 5 horse, We Will Rejoice. I'm going to go 5-4-6-3 in the superfecta. To the 10th race now from Del Mar, the final race on the program, final race of the pick 4. The 10th race is a claim race, purse $26,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 11 horses, only 10 can run, so the 11 horse is the also eligible. I keep wanting to say main track only, but he's also eligible here. The 11 horse going the distance of ground of 8 furlongs, 1,600 meters, or 1 mile on the main track. A mile. My top pick in this one, I like the number 4 horse here, Private Prospect. I'm going to go 4-3-7-5 in the superfecta, 4-3-7-5 super. Now with the multi-race wager, I'm going to go 4-3. I'll go too deep this leg, 4-3 for me. But my top pick number 4, Private Prospect, 3-1. Joe Talamo's on this Robertino Diodoro trained 5-year-old horse, Discreet Cat, who won the 2006 Cigar Mile here in New York. I was there that day. It was a great race. But, this horse going a mile, Discreet Cat was always a good miler. I think this horse should have a great run with a good post draw also. But most recently, 5th of May at Canterbury, a mile and an optional 35 claimer. Horse finished fourth by 2.5 lengths. Was kind of dueling early on and then gave away badly going into the backstretch. You don't want to see this horse duel that fast in a very small field. Wasn't his day to win. I think coming here to Del Mar, hopefully not dueling, this horse should have a good run. Start before in a claiming 25 at Oakland, mile 16th, April 1st. Horse won by 3/4 of a length. Sat back early. It was a little bit wide in the stretch, but went on to a great turn of foot and won very nicely. I expect him to run the same way here today. That was a good race. And then start forward and claiming 20 at Oakland Mile on March 9th. Horse won by finished second by 5.25 lengths. Sat back early but closed up well at the end. But the winner, Freestyler, just ran a hell of a race. Before that, finished 7th in Oakland Mile 16, January 28th, claiming 15. First start off the life, he needed that race. And plus, that race was very tough also, and the wide post draw didn't help. But gets a good post draw here today. A mile, which this horse likes. He should have a very good run. If you go back to his races in 2016 and 2015 also, he ran some tough races. He was first running in 2015 against Stakes Company horses. He ran the Mount Win, lost to Island Town. He ran in the Illinois Derby of 2015, lost to Whiskey Ticket. Ran in the Iowa Derby in 2015, lost to Nobody's. And ran in a mile Arlington race on Arlington Million Day 2015. This horse finished fourth that day, just didn't have anything. But, when he's dropped down to a claiming company, he's done well. He's dropping all the way down to a claiming 16 today. I think this horse will run a very big one, so this horse will be my top pick. So to recap my bets for the 10th, the final race on the program from today's program from Del Mar, gonna go with the 4 horse Private Prospect. I'm gonna go 4-3-7-5 in the superfecta. I'll go 4-3 in my pick 4. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.